that come from the heart, all of that is a sign of the existence of Allah. All of that. Forget rationality, forget logic, forget all the questions, the doubts that everyone has. The moment of time you question your faith, everyone has. When you stand and you have that moment of peace, in a moment where it's not peaceful, that's Islam. That's the beauty of this faith. So when you go look over this railing and you see, mashallah, the diversity, the crowd, you see the beauty of Islam. You see people chanting in unison. Their praises of Allah, our Lord. You see people in tears. You see children holding their, mothers holding their children. But you don't see the disagreements. You don't see that one guy who's getting into an argument in front of the Blackstone. You don't see, somebody's getting annoyed at somebody. Why are you pushing me? Why are you this and that? Why are you so close? You don't see all of that because you're looking at it from a bird's eye view. We in America especially, and in the West and Muslim countries as well, and just generally everywhere, we're so caught up in the minutiae of our disagreements, we're losing sight of the big picture. We're losing sight of the beauty of Islam. We're losing sight of what allowed us to really come to Allah, all of us. And that's why you come here. It's to recalibrate yourself, to make you fall back in love with this faith, to make you look and see the beauty of our collective body. Because this is a communal worship as much as it's an individual worship. When you did tawaf, right? You're in a sea of millions, but you're still by yourself. You could be holding your wife, you could hold your child, but at the end of the day, you're going to be alone with Allah. And that's what this whole journey is supposed to be. And what do you have to say? Allah's giving you a chance so that you can recognize the power of the blessing of asking. Just being able to ask is a blessing. How many people are lost in the darkness of their own loss? They have nothing, they don't know where to turn. There's so much depression in our societies because they don't have the blessing of asking Allah itself. So that power in and of itself is a blessing that you should be thankful for, right? And all of that, you went to Medina. Medina is beauty and peace. That's why Sheikh Sha'rawi said something beautiful. He said, listen, Mecca is Jalal. Mecca is the grandeur and awe of Allah and crushes you, right? And then Medina is Jamal. Medina is the beauty and peace and tranquility that mends it with the love of Allah and His Prophet. That soul that's being broken, that your ego is being cut up, is then mended and molded with Medina. And then I add something else. I say Aqsa is Izzah. Aqsa is honor. Because when you go there, man, you're like, mashallah, this is what it is, right? You see that cobblestone where prophets prayed on. You see that masjid which stands in honor of Islam. And that's why they say Aqsa is a mirror of the Ummah, always. You want to see what the Ummah's state is? Look at Aqsa. And that's why I invite all of you, make sure that you go to Aqsa, inshallah. Put it on your list. Why? Because we Americans have a stigma going on. Well, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know, I'm going to be turned. I get treated better in Tel Aviv airport than I do in the TSA in America. Let's just put it that way. Okay?
Say that again?
Huh?
What'd you say? Say that
I said I get treated better in Tel Aviv than I did get treated in TSA. So the stigma of us going to Masjid al-Aqsa in Palestine is unfortunately something that's not true. I go every year, the last 10 nights of Ramadan. And I take 500 people with me. Okay? And most of them are from the UK, Britain, because they come strong, mashallah, right? But we in America are lacking. For those of you who are Palestinian, Allah help you, because that's a difficult situation, right? But for those of you who can and have the ability to go, you should go. The Imam of Masjid al-Aqsa, he constantly tells us something which I want you to learn from here. And I asked him, I said, no, look, when you go to Masjid al-Aqsa, it's not like here, like we have to wash our backs every 5 seconds. Because Saudis don't allow gatherings like this necessarily. We have the barakah of Sheikh John, right? so they're not saying anything right now. But normally they don't allow this to happen. But this is like an exception in general. But the point being is, in Masjid al-Aqsa, when you go there, like I teach in Masjid al-Aqsa, and there's no problem. We actually went there to ask permission once. We're like, can we teach here? They're like, why would you ask?
Strange question.
Why would you ask? We're like, yeah, why would I ask? That's right. It's a masjid of Allah. It doesn't belong to anybody. They're like, that's right. So I would ask them, I would see, subhanAllah, in that masjid, you see, the Jamaat Tabligh, Sheikh, they're giving a class. mashallah, somebody from like a political, kind of thing going on the right. And you have the scholars of hadith over here, right? The more spiritual circle on this side. Everybody's doing their own thing at the exact same time. And you're like, wow, this is amazing. No one's fighting one another. No board, attack and meetings and all that stuff. And I asked the Imam, I said, why do you guys get along so well? He said, listen, Hasib. Sheikh Yusuf Abu Sunayn, he's the Imam of Islam. He said, listen, when we are getting shot at, when my neighbors are getting shot at, I don't, before diving in front of him to save his life, ask him, which madhab do you belong to? Before I do that. And when my neighbor's house is on fire, and before I throw the bucket of water to take the fire out, I don't say, excuse me, what's your aqidah, or where do you come from? We don't do that. So he said, Allah loves this nation because this is the nation that held the responsibility of keeping the only faith God sent to earth. You're the last remnants of that society, the last revelation, the only nation left that is holding on to true faith. So Allah will preserve this nation by the promise of Allah. So either you come to truth or you will be forced. And we are being forced. But it's your decision. It's your decision.